Welcome to Music with Mrs. Avery. Hello everyone. We are going to continue to work on composing. Remember, compose means to write your own music. And so we are going to continue to work on composing rhythmic patterns. And in this lesson, you are going to learn how to compose an extended rhythm pattern. And this rhythm pattern is going to be 4 measures long. So let's review a couple things before we get started. Here is our time signature. You can see that our time signature is 4/4. So remember, we look at the top number and it tells us how many beats will be in each measure. So there will be 4 beats in each measure. The space between 2 bar lines is a measure. So if we look closely here, we can count that this rhythm line has 1, 2, 3, 4 measures. So when we're composing, we want to remember that in this space here, we need to have 4 beats. And in this space here, we need to have 4 beats. Same with this space and this space. So at this time, I'd like you to pause this video so that you can go get a blank piece of paper and a pencil. Now that you have your blank piece of paper and a pencil, I would like for you to take a moment to copy down this rhythm line template. So you probably want to hold your piece of paper long ways, and right in the center you're going to want to draw a nice straight line. You'll need a bar line at the beginning and a bar line at the end. And then you're going to need 3 more bar lines in between. And you'll want to make sure that you have an even amount of space between each set of bar lines. Then go ahead and add in your 4/4 time signature. Once you have completed drawing this template, you can go ahead and put that piece of paper and pencil aside as we continue our lesson. So, we have learned about several different types of notes this year. I'll write them up here. We have learned about the whole note, the half note, the quarter note, and the beamed 8th notes. Remember that the heads of the beamed 8th notes are always colored in. We know that beamed 8th notes and a quarter note each equal 1 beat. Our half note equals 2 beats, and our whole note equals 4 beats. So, let's look at this first measure together. We could add any combination of these notes here, but we need to remember that we can only have 4 beats total. So let's get started. Let's start with half notes. So in this measure, I am going to draw 2 half notes. Now remember, you are just watching and listening to this part. You are not writing this down on your paper yet. Okay? So let's check and make sure that we have 4 beats in this measure. We know a half note gets 2 beats, so 2 plus 2 equals 4. So this measure is perfect. We can go ahead and move on to this measure. I think I'm going to mix it up. I think I'm going to have 1 half note and then 2 quarter notes. Remember, when we're drawing our notes on the rhythm line, we want to draw the head of the note directly on the line. So let's check and make sure we have 4 beats. 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. So now I can move on to the third measure. So in this measure, I want to add some beamed eighth notes. Well, I'm going to add 1 set of beamed eighth notes and another set. So let me just check. I know that 1 set of beamed eighth notes equals 1 beat. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. But I know there have to be 4 beats in a measure. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So I still need 2 more beats. Well, I know a half note equals 2 beats. So now I have 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. So now I can move on. Well, I haven't used the whole note yet, so I think I'm going to use a whole note and a half note. So now I need to double check and make sure I have 4 beats. Well, a whole note equals 4 beats, and a half note equals 2 beats. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Oops, I have too many beats. You cannot have 6 beats in a measure. So I am going to have to get rid of something. So I'm going to get rid of this half note, and then I'm going to recheck. So a whole note equals 4 beats, and I have nothing else, and there could be 4 beats in a measure. So now I have successfully composed an extended rhythmic pattern of 4 measures, and each measure has 4 beats. Now, to finalize my composition, I am going to create what's called a double bar line. So now I have a double bar line, and this double bar line means the end. So I know I start here, and I would play all the way across. And then when I get here, I'm finished. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and get that piece of paper that you put aside, and you are going to start composing your 4 measures. Remember to work in 1 measure at a time. Once you have finished composing 1 measure, go back and check and make sure that you have a total of 4 beats. Remember, you can't have any less and you can't have any more. You can only have 4. And you will do that for each measure on your rhythm line. Then, once you have finished and you have checked to make sure you have 4 beats in each measure, you're going to take your pencil and create your double bar line to show me that this is the end of your composition. Then, for your assignment in the Music Google Classroom, you are going to take a picture of your completed composition and you are going to upload it as an attachment for me to review. If you are having trouble uploading it as an attachment, you can always email it to me. I can't wait to see your compositions. Thank you for joining me.